Maybe you understand a little but can't speak. Maybe you feel shy every time you open your mouth. If this sounds like you, then stay with me till the end, because I'm going to show you how to finally break this wall. You'll see how small, simple steps can make you speak English with confidence. This video is not just about English. It's about your voice, your courage, and your future. And maybe it's about your problem too, the one we'll solve together, right here, right now. Chapter 1. The Real Reason You Struggle. Do you know why most people struggle to learn English? It's not because English is hard. It's because they are afraid. Afraid of saying something wrong, afraid of being laughed at, afraid that they are not smart enough. This fear becomes a wall, and behind that wall their voice stays silent. Maybe this is your story too. You want to speak, but your mind stops you. You want to learn, but your fear whispers you can't. But I want to tell you something powerful today. You can. You can learn English. You can speak fluently. You can change your story. The problem was never your brain. The problem was your belief. When you believe you are bad at English, your mind listens and stops trying. But when you believe you can learn, your mind opens. That is the real beginning. Many people start learning English with books, apps, or courses, but very few start with the right mindset. You can study for hours, but if you keep thinking, "I'll never be good," your progress will be slow. Learning English starts with a feeling, not a formula. The feeling that says, "I can learn this, I will learn this." That's how every journey begins. Think about it. Every fluent speaker you see today once felt like you. They made mistakes. They forgot words. They struggled to understand others, but they didn't stop. That's the difference. They didn't let fear control them. They turned fear into fuel. And you can do that too. You don't need to be perfect to start speaking. You just need to start. When you speak English, even with mistakes, you are not failing, you are growing. Every wrong word teaches you something right. Every small sentence builds your confidence. You learn by doing, not by waiting. English is not a mountain to climb, it's a road to walk, step by step. You just need to take one small step every day. Let's make a deal today. Stop calling yourself bad at English. You are not bad. You are learning, and learning is brave. It takes courage to start. It takes strength to continue, and that strength is already inside you. You just have to use it. When you feel nervous to speak, remember this: every native speaker was once a baby who couldn't say a word. They learned slowly. They listened, they copied, they tried again and again. You can do the same. The secret is not talent, it's time, practice, and patience. Don't compare your beginning to someone's ending. Focus on your own path. Every time you listen, read, or say something in English, your brain grows a little stronger. You may not see it, but progress is happening inside you. Like a seed under the soil, it's growing quietly, until one day it blooms. That day will come for you too, if you don't give up. So from today, forget your fear. Don't say "I can't," say "I'm learning." Speak one word, then two. Listen to English daily. Feel proud, not shy. You are not behind, you are becoming better every day. And every time you try, you move closer to your dream. Your struggle does not mean you are weak. It means you are trying. It means you care. And that's what winners do. You are not too late. you are not too slow, you are on your way, and this time you will not stop halfway, because now you know the real reason you struggled, and you also know the real reason you'll win. Chapter 2: Start Small, Stay Strong. Everyone dreams of speaking English fluently. Everyone wants to sound confident and natural. But do you know where most people fail? They fail because they want everything too fast. They start big but stop early. They make huge plans but never take small steps. The truth is simple. Big success starts with small beginnings. That's how every learner grows. That's how you will grow too. You don't have to study 5 hours a day. You don't need to learn 100 words at once. You only need to start small and stay consistent. Even 10 minutes a day can change your English completely. One small word, one simple sentence, one short conversation, that's how real progress begins. Learning English is like growing a plant. You water it a little every day, and one day it blooms beautifully. The problem is that people want results without effort. They want to speak perfectly without speaking daily. But English doesn't grow that way. It grows through small, daily practice. Even if you just listen to a short English story every morning or talk to yourself for 2 minutes, it counts. Small things build great power. The secret is not to do everything today, but to do something every day. When I say start small, I mean start with what feels easy. Don't try to understand every rule or memorize every grammar point. Just learn what helps you speak today. If you can say, I am happy, that's a start. If you can ask, how are you, that's progress. You are already doing more than those who never try. Remember, learning English is not a race, it's a journey. Take your time, enjoy the process. Some days you'll feel tired. Some days you'll feel lazy. But promise yourself that you will not skip the small steps, because one missed day becomes 2, then a week, then a month. You lose your rhythm, you lose your energy. But if you do even a little every day, your energy grows. You start to enjoy learning. You start to believe in yourself again. And that belief is more powerful than any grammar rule. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't learn everything in one day. You listened, repeated, played, and slowly became fluent. English works the same way. The only difference is that now you are aware of your fear. But don't let that fear stop you. Let your small actions fight it. Every small practice session is a victory. Every word you learn is a success. Every sentence you speak is a step toward your dream. Make a simple plan. Choose one small habit. For example, listen to 5 minutes of English audio daily, or write one sentence about your day every night, or talk to yourself in English while cooking or walking. These little actions might look small today, but one day you will look back and realize they changed everything. Be patient with yourself. No one becomes fluent overnight. Every expert you see today once spoke slowly too. They made mistakes. They forgot words, but they stayed strong. That's why they succeeded. You can do it too. You just need to be brave enough to stay. So, start today. Start small. But promise yourself one thing: never stop. Because small steps create big change. Small moments build great confidence. And small habits make you fluent. Stay strong even when you feel slow, because slow progress is still progress. The power is already in you. Every small effort counts. Every single word matters. Keep moving, keep believing, because one day, the small steps you take today will become the giant leap you always dreamed of. Chapter 3: Listen before you speak. If you want to speak English well, you must first learn to listen. Listening is where everything begins. Your ears are your first teachers. Before you can speak fluently, your brain must hear English again and again. You must let the sound of English enter your life. That's how children learn. That's how you will too. Most people make the mistake of trying to speak too early. They want to use words before they have truly heard them. But when you listen first, your mouth learns from your ears. Your pronunciation becomes natural. Your rhythm becomes real. You don't just repeat words, you feel them. When you were a baby, you didn't read grammar books. You listened to your parents, your friends, your world. You listened hundreds of times before saying your first word. That is how the brain learns language. It listens, understands patterns, then slowly starts to speak. So, if you are not listening enough, you are stopping your brain from learning the natural way. Start with easy things. Listen to slow English audios. Watch simple English videos. Choose topics you love. If you love cooking, listen to cooking videos in English. If you love music, listen to English songs with lyrics. Don't force yourself to understand every word, just listen and let the sound touch your mind. Slowly, your brain will start connecting meaning to those sounds. At first, it will feel strange. You might not understand much, but keep listening. Your brain is working even when you don't notice. One day, you will suddenly understand a sentence, then another, then more. That's the magic of listening. It trains your brain quietly. It teaches you without pressure. When you listen every day, English becomes part of your world. You start thinking in English naturally. You begin to feel comfortable with the rhythm, the tone, the emotion of the language. Listening gives you the music of English, and when you speak, your words flow like that music. Try to listen everywhere. When you wake up, play English audio. When you travel, listen to a short podcast. When you are cooking, play a YouTube video. Let English walk beside you through your day. Even 10 minutes a day will make a big difference. It's not about listening for long hours, it's about listening with attention every single day. And don't worry if you can't understand everything. Understanding comes later. Feeling comes first. Focus on the feeling. Smile when you hear new words. Repeat them softly. Let your tongue learn the movement. Let your mind enjoy the sound. Learning English is not a test, it's a beautiful process. Every word you hear is like a seed. You may not see the plant yet, but it's growing inside you. One day, when you speak, all those words will come out naturally. You will surprise yourself. You will feel proud that you never gave up. Remember, silence is also part of learning. Listening is not being quiet. It's preparing yourself to speak better. It's building your foundation. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to speak. Listening is like breathing for language. Without it, your English will always feel heavy. But with it, your English will come alive. So, from today, make listening your daily habit. Don't say, I will listen tomorrow. Say, I will start now. Your ears are your most powerful tools. Use them. Let English enter your world. Listen with joy. Listen with patience. And one day, you'll speak with confidence, clarity, and heart. Because those who listen deeply speak beautifully. Chapter 4: Speak like a child. Have you ever watched a small child learning to talk? They don't worry about mistakes. They don't feel shy. They don't care if their words sound strange. They just speak with joy. That's the secret of learning any language. Children don't wait to be perfect. They speak first, and because they speak, they become perfect later. You can do the same. You can learn English like a child again. When children speak, they use simple words. They repeat them again and again. They listen carefully. They play with the language. They talk to toys, to people, even to themselves. And slowly, they start to understand more. They don't think about grammar rules. They think about expressing what they feel. That's what makes them so fast. That's what can make you fast too. When adults learn English, they often do the opposite. They try to be perfect before they start. They wait for the right time. They wait for confidence. But the truth is, confidence comes after you start speaking, not before. You must speak to grow. You must speak to improve. Even if your sentences are short, even if your grammar is not correct. Every time you speak, you move one step closer to fluency. Think about this. When a child says, I go to school, do we laugh? No, we smile, because we know they are learning. That's how you should see yourself. Be kind to your own learning. Speak with the same freedom and curiosity as a child. Laugh at your mistakes. Enjoy the journey. The more you speak, the better you get. You can start right now. Look around you and talk in English about what you see. This is my chair. That is my phone. I am drinking tea. These are simple sentences, but they are powerful because they make your brain active. They connect your thoughts to English. They make speaking natural, not scary. If you feel shy, talk when you're alone. Talk to your mirror. Talk to your pet. Talk to your phone. You don't need an audience, you only need practice. Every word you say in English is a win. Every sentence is proof that you are trying. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's your turn to speak. It's already your turn. Children don't learn to swim by reading about swimming. They jump in the water. You have to do the same with English. Jump in, speak. Let your mistakes be your teacher. Every error shows you what to fix. Every attempt builds your courage. This is how real learning happens. When you speak like a child, something magical happens. Your fear disappears. Your natural energy comes back. You stop worrying about sounding perfect and start enjoying communication. You begin to feel the words, not just remember them. English stops being a subject. It becomes a part of your voice, your life, your story. Remember, every fluent speaker once sounded like a beginner. Every expert was once unsure. The difference is that they never stopped speaking. You don't need a perfect accent to be understood, you just need courage. You don't need big vocabulary to start, you just need your voice. Use it every day. So speak today, speak now, speak freely like a child who believes everything is possible, because for you, it is. One day, you will look back and realize this was the moment everything changed. This was when you stopped being scared and started being strong. The secret to speaking fluently isn't perfection, it's freedom. And that freedom begins the moment you decide to open your mouth and let your heart speak English. Chapter 5, Think in English. If you want to speak English fast, you must start thinking in English. This is where real fluency begins. Many people can read English, listen to English, and even write English. But when they try to speak, they stop. Their mind becomes blank. Why? Because they still think in their own language first, and then try to translate every word. That is the biggest mistake. Translation kills fluency. Thinking in English gives you freedom. When you translate in your head, your brain becomes slow. You lose confidence. You forget words. You hesitate. You start to feel nervous. But when you think in English, the words come naturally. You don't chase English anymore. English starts to live inside you. You begin to understand without effort. That is when learning becomes fun. Thinking in English is not hard. You just have to train your brain little by little. You can start right now. Look around your room and name the things you see. This is a bed. That is a table. The window is open. Simple, short sentences, but powerful. Do this every day. You are teaching your brain to think in English automatically. When you wake up in the morning, say your thoughts in English. I am tired. I need water. Today will be a good day. These small thoughts are magic because they change how your brain works. Slowly, your mind stops translating. It begins to build direct English connections. That's how children learn their first language. They don't translate. They think in that language. You can do the same. You don't need big words to think in English. You need simple words used many times. The more you repeat, the faster your brain remembers. For example, if you think the sentence, I'm learning English 10 times a day, your brain will never forget it. And when you truly believe that thought, you become unstoppable. When you start thinking in English, you also start dreaming in English. You begin to feel English in your emotions. You start to express your ideas faster. You stop worrying about grammar because your thoughts already flow in English order. It's like switching on a light inside your head. Everything becomes brighter, easier, and more natural. Sometimes your thoughts will be broken or incomplete. That's okay. Don't stop. Let them be simple. I happy today? I go now. I want eat. These small pieces of English are the first steps. Later, they grow into full sentences. The key is to keep going. Every word you think in English makes your brain stronger. Make English a part of your daily life. When you see something beautiful, think it's beautiful. When you're hungry, think, I want food. When you make a mistake, think it's okay. I'm learning. You don't need anyone else to start practicing. You just need your own thoughts. At first, it will feel strange. Your brain will want to switch back to your language. But don't let it. Be patient. Be gentle with yourself. Every time you think in English, you're one step closer to fluency. The more you practice, the faster your mind adapts. You can also use small tricks. Label things in your home with English words. Read simple English sentences out loud. Listen and repeat English phrases you hear. All these little actions train your brain to stay in English mode. Remember, fluency doesn't come from perfect grammar. It comes from thinking freely. The moment your brain starts thinking in English, your heart will start feeling it too. That's when you'll notice something special. You won't just speak English, you'll live it. So from today, make a promise. No more translating. No more fear. You will think in English. You will dream in English. You will live in English. Because once your thoughts speak English, your words will follow naturally. And that's the moment you become truly fluent. Chapter 6. Learn words that fit your life. Many English learners make one big mistake. They try to learn every word in the dictionary. They memorize long word lists that they never use in real life. After a few days, they forget everything. Then they feel like they are bad at English. But you are not bad. You just learned the wrong words. To speak English well, you must learn words that fit your life. Words that belong to you. Think about your day. What do you talk about the most? Maybe your work, your family, your food, your hobbies, your studies. These are your real topics. You don't need rare or complicated words. You need words you can use today. If you love cooking, learn words like knife, boil, fry, delicious. If you are a student, learn words like study, exam, homework, teacher. When the words connect to your real life, they stay in your memory. They become part of you. The secret is not learning many words. The secret is learning the right words deeply. For example, if you learn the word beautiful, don't just memorize it once. Say it many times. The sky is beautiful. This song is beautiful. You are beautiful. Feel the word. Use it in sentences again and again. The more you use it, the stronger it stays. One useful word you can use daily is better than 10 words you forget tomorrow. You can make your own English world at home. Look at objects around you and name them in English. This is my table. These are my shoes. That is my mirror. Write small sticky notes and put them on objects. When you see them every day, your brain remembers easily. You are not just learning English, you are living with English. Learning words that fit your life makes English fun. You stop feeling like you are studying. You start enjoying the process. You can even talk to yourself in English about your daily routine. I'm making tea. I'm going outside. I'm cleaning my room. These sentences may look simple, but they are gold, because they come from your real world. That's what makes learning powerful. Don't be afraid to repeat the same words again and again. Repetition is the mother of memory. Every time you repeat, your brain builds stronger connections. Soon, those words will come out of your mouth naturally. You won't have to think, you'll just speak. That's what fluency feels like. Try to use new words in conversation. When you learn a word, make it yours by using it. If you learn the word excited, use it in your daily talk. I'm excited to learn English. I'm excited to watch this movie. Every word has life when you use it. Words you don't use become empty. Words you speak become power. And remember, learning English is not about collecting words. It's about expressing your life. English should serve you, not stress you. You don't need to sound like a dictionary. You need to sound like you. Your English should tell your story, your emotions, your dreams. Start small. Pick 5 words that you use every day in your own language. Translate them into English and start practicing. Build short sentences. Use them while talking to yourself or writing your journal. Slowly, your world in English will expand. Every word you learn will have meaning. Every sentence will have heart. So, learn words that matter to you. The words that describe your world, your feelings, your story. Because when English becomes personal, it becomes unforgettable. You will not just remember the words, you will live them. And one day, without realizing, you'll speak English naturally, confidently, and beautifully. Not because you learned everything, but because you learned what mattered most to you. Chapter 7. Make mistakes like a winner. Every English learner wants to speak perfectly. Everyone wants to sound smart and confident. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. The road to perfect English is full of mistakes. You cannot speak fluently without making them. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are your best teachers. Every time you make one, you move forward. Every time you avoid one, you stop learning. Think about how children learn. They fall hundreds of times before they walk, but they never stop trying. They laugh, they fall, they get up again. That's why they succeed. Adults forget this simple secret. They want to be right from the first try. But learning doesn't work like that. You learn when you try, fail, and try again. You win when you are brave enough to be wrong. When you make a mistake in English, don't say I'm bad, say I'm learning, because that is exactly what is happening. Mistakes show that you are trying something new. They mean you are growing. The only people who never make mistakes are the ones who never try. But you are different. You are here. You are learning. That means you are already winning. Every great English speaker you admire made hundreds of mistakes before becoming fluent. They forgot words, they mixed grammar, they used the wrong pronunciation, but they didn't stop. That's what made them fluent. They didn't see mistakes as failure, they saw them as feedback. Feedback that made them stronger and smarter every day. Don't let fear stop your tongue. If you wait for perfect English before speaking, you will never speak. Perfection is not the start of your journey, it's the result. Speak with courage. Speak with confidence. Even if your sentences are broken, even if your accent is different. The goal is not to speak like someone else. The goal is to speak like you. The more you practice, the fewer mistakes you make. And the fewer mistakes you make, the better you feel. It's a beautiful circle of progress, but you have to start it. Every time you speak, even with small errors, your brain learns faster. It remembers better. It builds confidence. That's how your English grows stronger. Remember, nobody is perfect in any language. Even native speakers make mistakes. They forget words, they change their sentences. So why should you be afraid? You are learning a whole new language. You should be proud, not scared. Every time you speak English, you are doing something amazing, something millions of people are afraid to do. Next time someone corrects you, smile. Say thank you. You just learned something valuable. The correction is not an insult. It's a gift, a sign that you are getting better. The more you accept your mistakes, the faster you improve. Don't let your fear of mistakes become a cage. Let it become your freedom. Speak freely, write freely, learn freely. Because the real mistake is not trying. The real mistake is staying silent when you have something to say. So, make mistakes like a winner. Speak with courage. Learn from every error. Celebrate your progress. Because one day, you will look back and realize that your mistakes were not your weakness. They were your wings. They lifted you higher, word by word, step by step, until you finally became fluent. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave. Because bravery will take you where perfection never can. Chapter 8. Practice in Real Life. Learning English is not something that happens only in books or classrooms. Real learning begins when you use English in your real life. You can study grammar rules for years, but if you never use them in conversation, they stay silent inside your mind. The truth is simple. You learn English by living it. Every small moment in your day can be your practice ground. You don't have to wait for a perfect time or a perfect person to practice. The world around you is full of chances. When you buy something, say a few words in English. When you meet a friend, try one English sentence. When you watch a movie, repeat what you hear. Practice is not about doing something big. It's about using what you know wherever you are. Think about this. You can read about swimming for months, but until you jump into the water, you will never learn to swim. The same is true for English. You can't just read or listen. You must use it. Real-life practice is where your fear breaks and your confidence grows. The first time might feel scary, but the second time feels easier, and the third time it feels natural. That is progress. When you practice English in your daily life, your brain starts to connect words with feelings and actions. You stop thinking about grammar and start expressing yourself. That is what real fluency feels like. You can start with simple activities. Talk to yourself while cooking. I am cutting vegetables. I am washing the plate. Describe your day while walking. I am going to work. The sky looks beautiful today. These small sentences train your mind to think and speak in English naturally. You can also practice online. Leave a comment on a YouTube video in English. Write a short post on social media. Ask a question in English forums. Every little action helps you get comfortable with real communication. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to try. The more you practice, the more confident you become. Make English part of your routine. If you listen to music, choose an English song. If you read news, read one paragraph in English. If you watch a movie, repeat your favorite lines. Don't just be a learner, be a user. Let English be your tool to connect with the world. And when you practice in real life, don't judge yourself. Sometimes you will forget words. Sometimes people may not understand you. That's okay. Smile and try again. Remember, you are not failing. You are improving. Every word you speak is a step forward. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Every moment you use English makes you stronger. Learning English is not just about language. It's about courage. It's about showing up every day, even when you feel unsure. The more you face real-life situations, the more fearless you become. You will notice something amazing. The English you learn in books will suddenly come alive in your mouth. The words will start to flow. You'll start thinking faster. speaking clearer, and feeling prouder. So, stop waiting for a perfect situation. Start practicing now. The bus stop, the market, your kitchen, your mirror, all are your classrooms. Every minute is your chance. Don't say, "One day I will speak English." Say, "Today I will try." Because real life practice is not just about learning words. It's about building your confidence, your voice, and your future at Rhine. Every time you use English in your real life, you are not only improving your language, you are improving yourself. And one day, you will look back and realize that all those small, daily moments made you fluent. You didn't just learn English, you lived it. Chapter 9. Read, Watch, and Feel. Reading and watching English are not just activities. They are the keys that open your mind to a new world. When you read and watch in English, you are not only learning words, you are feeling emotions, stories, and voices in a new language. You begin to understand how people think, how they speak, and how they express their hearts. That is how your English grows, through feelings, not only through rules. Reading is one of the best teachers you can ever have. It doesn't get tired, it doesn't judge you, it always waits for you. Start with something simple, short stories, easy English books. Even children's stories are perfect for beginners. When you read them, you learn natural words, real sentences, and true rhythm. Don't rush. Read slowly. Feel every line. Let your eyes and your heart move together. When you read in English, your imagination starts to work in English too. You start to see pictures in your mind using English words. That's the secret. You are not memorizing anymore. You are experiencing. You begin to connect emotions with words, and that's how language becomes real. Watching English content is another magic door. Watch movies, shows, or YouTube videos that you love. Don't choose something boring. Choose what makes you excited. When you watch something that touches your heart, your brain remembers faster. If you love comedy, watch funny clips. If you love motivation, watch English motivational videos. You will not only learn the language, but also feel inspired. Use subtitles in the beginning. They help your brain connect words with sounds. But slowly, start watching without them. At first, it will feel difficult. You might understand only half, but day by day, your ears will grow stronger. You will start catching more words. You will notice the small sounds, the tone, the emotion. That's how your listening and speaking improve together. When you hear new words or expressions, pause and repeat them. Try to copy the way the speaker says it. Don't just repeat the sound. Feel it. Feel the energy behind the voice. That's how you learn to sound natural. You are not just speaking English, you are feeling it. Reading and watching also make you confident. You start to recognize the words you hear or see again and again. You realize, I know this word. I understand this sentence. That moment gives you power. It makes you proud. It tells your brain, I am improving. And that belief is the biggest motivation to keep going. You can even make it a daily routine. Read one page every morning. Watch one video every night. It doesn't have to be long. The goal is not to finish fast. The goal is to grow slowly but surely. Every paragraph you read, every scene you watch adds one new brick to your English home. And one day, that home will be complete, built by your daily effort. Reading teaches you words. Watching teaches you feelings. Together, they teach you life. You don't only learn grammar and pronunciation, you learn expression, creativity, and confidence. English becomes more than a language. It becomes a part of your personality. So, don't just study English, feel it, live it. Read something that makes you dream. Watch something that makes you smile. And when you do, you will notice that English is no longer just words on a page. It is a living, breathing world that belongs to you. Every book you open, every video you watch is a step toward your fluency. And one day, when you speak, you will sound not like a student, but like someone who truly feels the beauty of English. Chapter 10. Your Daily English Routine. If you want to become fluent in English, you need one powerful secret: a daily routine. Fluency is not built in a day. It is built in the small moments you repeat again and again. You don't need to study for long hours. You just need to make English a part of your day, every single day. When English becomes your daily habit, it becomes your second nature. Think about how you brush your teeth or drink water. You don't plan it, you just do it. It's part of your life. English should feel the same. It should become natural. You don't need pressure, you need consistency. Even 10 minutes a day is enough if you do it every day. Those small minutes add up to big results. Start your day with English. The morning is the best time to feed your brain. As soon as you wake up, say a few sentences in English. Good morning. Today will be a good day. Read one small paragraph or listen to a short audio. This will wake up your mind in English. When you start your day with it, your brain stays connected to it all day long. During the day, find small chances to practice. When you walk, think in English. When you wait in line, repeat a few sentences in your head. When you cook or clean, talk about what you're doing. I'm cutting the vegetables. I'm washing the plate. These tiny actions look small, but they are powerful. You are training your brain to live in English naturally. In the afternoon, listen to something you love. It could be an English song, a podcast, or a short video. Don't just listen with your ears. Listen with your heart. Try to catch the words. Try to feel the emotion. Even if you understand half, it's fine. Your brain is learning without stress. At night, write 1 or 2 sentences about your day. It doesn't have to be perfect, just honest. I learned new words today. I watched a video about travel. I spoke to myself for 5 minutes. This small writing habit helps your mind remember everything you practiced. It closes your day with confidence. Your routine should feel simple and enjoyable. Don't make it heavy. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. And progress only comes from daily action. You can change your activities sometimes to keep it interesting. One day, listen more. The next day, speak more. But never let the habit break. Missing one day can break your rhythm. So even on busy days, do something small. Just one English thought is enough to keep the spark alive. Remember, your brain loves patterns. When you repeat something daily, your brain becomes faster and stronger. At first, it might feel slow, but after some weeks, you will notice a big change. Your mind will start thinking in English automatically. Words will come quicker. You will feel proud. You will smile and say it's working. Make your daily English time a moment of joy, not a burden. You are not forcing yourself, you are growing yourself. You are building the future you want. Every morning, remind yourself why you started. You are learning this language to open new doors, to talk to the world, to believe in yourself again. So start today. Create your own English routine. It can be short, simple, and easy, but make it yours. Make it special. Because the moment English becomes part of your daily life, fluency is no longer a dream. It becomes your reality. And one day, when someone asks how you learned to speak so well, you will smile and say, "It was just my daily habit." Chapter 11. When you feel like giving up. There will come a day when you feel tired. A day when you think learning English is too hard. A day when you look at others speaking fluently and wonder, why not me? Maybe you will feel stuck. Maybe you will feel like giving up. And that's okay. Every learner feels this way at some point. But what you do on that day will decide everything. Remember, it's easy to stay motivated when everything feels good, but real strength shows up when things get tough. When you feel like stopping, that's the moment you must keep going, because that is when growth is happening inside you, even if you can't see it. Every struggle means your mind is learning something new. Every moment of frustration means your brain is building a new connection. You are getting better even on the hard days. Think about why you started learning English. Maybe it was your dream job. Maybe you wanted to travel. Maybe you just wanted to express yourself freely. Go back to that reason. Feel it again, because that reason is your fuel. It will give you power to move forward when your energy feels low. Every successful person you see today also wanted to give up once. Every fluent speaker once said, "I can't do this." But they didn't stop. They took one more small step, one more word, one more try. And slowly, they crossed the line between failure and success. You can do the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to continue. When you feel like quitting, don't study harder. Study smarter. Watch something you love. Listen to a motivational story. Read something simple that makes you smile. Bring joy back to your learning, because happiness is the best teacher. When you enjoy English, it doesn't feel like pressure, it feels like growth. You can also talk to yourself kindly. Don't say, "I'm not improving." Say, "I'm learning slowly, but I'm learning." Speak to yourself with encouragement, not criticism, because your words shape your attitude, and your attitude shapes your result. Be your own cheerleader. Nobody can motivate you better than you. Sometimes it helps to look back. Think of the first day you started learning English. Remember how nervous you were then. Now, see how far you've come. Maybe you understand more words. Maybe you can form sentences. Maybe you can watch short videos without subtitles. That is real progress. You are already winning. Progress is not always loud. It is often silent, like a seed growing under the soil. You don't see it every day, but it's happening. One day, that seed becomes a strong tree. Your English is growing in the same way. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, every mistake you correct, they are all part of your beautiful journey. So when you feel weak, rest a little, but don't stop. Take a short break, breathe, and start again. You are not behind. You are on your own path. Every step counts. Even slow steps move you forward. And remember this truth. The day you feel like giving up is usually the day right before success. So hold on. Your effort will pay off. Your dream will come true. One day, you will speak English confidently and proudly. And when that day comes, you will thank yourself for not giving up. You are stronger than you think. Keep going. Your future self is already cheering for you. Chapter 12. The English Life in. There comes a point when English is no longer just something you study. It becomes something you live. It becomes a part of your world, your thoughts, and your dreams. That is what I call the English life. It is not about being perfect. It is about feeling free to use English every day, without fear, without pressure, and with joy. Imagine waking up in the morning and your first thought comes in English. You look at the sky and say, "It's a beautiful day." You talk to yourself in English as you prepare your breakfast. You listen to an English song as you travel. You read something short before sleeping. That is the English life. Simple, natural, real. It's not about studying hard. It's about living with English everywhere around you. Fluency is not built in classrooms. It is built in daily life. When you speak, listen, read, and think in English every day, it becomes a part of who you are. You stop seeing it as a subject. You start seeing it as a friend that helps you connect with the world, a friend that gives you confidence, a friend that never leaves your side. When English becomes a part of your life, learning no longer feels like a task. You don't say, "I have to study English." You say, "I love spending time with English." It becomes your companion. You use it when you're happy. You use it when you're sad. You use it to express your thoughts and feelings. And that is when you truly become fluent. Because fluency is not about grammar, it's about connection. Make English part of everything you do. Watch movies in English. Read the labels on things you buy. Write your shopping list in English. Send messages to your friends in English. Talk to yourself in English before bed. These small daily actions change everything. You stop forcing yourself to learn. You start living inside the language. At first, it might feel strange, but slowly it becomes natural. You will find yourself thinking, feeling, and speaking in English without effort. That's when you know your English is alive. It's no longer something outside you, it's inside you. When you live with English, your world becomes bigger. You can watch movies from other countries, read amazing stories, and talk to people from all over the world. You can learn about different cultures, ideas, and dreams. English opens doors to the universe, and every door you open shows you something new about yourself. Don't wait for the perfect level to start living the English life. Start now. Use what you know. Learn what you love. Speak the way you can. Every small thing you do in English builds your confidence. Every time you practice, you grow. Every day you live with English, you move closer to your dream of fluency. And remember, this journey is not about speed. It's about joy. It's about loving the process. When you love something, You don't need motivation to continue. Your heart becomes your teacher. So, live your English life proudly. Speak it. Listen to it. Write it. Feel it. Let it be your daily rhythm. Let it be your way of expressing who you are. English is not just a language you learn. It's a gift that helps you connect with people, with the world, and with your best self. And one day, without realizing it, you will wake up and smile, because you'll know you've made it. You'll realize that English is not your goal anymore. It's your lifestyle. It's your world. It's your voice. You didn't just learn English. You became part of it. You started living it. And that is what true fluency really means. If this video inspired you, take the first small step today. Write one English sentence in the comments right now. Tell me how you feel about learning English. Like this video if it gave you hope, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to this channel because this is where your English journey truly begins.